Just a few hours ago, the governor shared an announcement of his own. Dozens of police in custody deaths that should have been considered homicides were not. Matthew Torres is joining us now with the highlight of this report. Matthew, you've been going through these pages bit by bit. What have you found?
Hey, Simone, the report identified 41 people from Maryland, 10 of them from Montgomery and Prince George's counties. State officials say the medical examiner's office should have deemed their cases as a homicide, and they all happened during or after police restraint.
The findings of this audit are deeply concerning.
In the first review of its kind in the nation, Maryland Governor Wes Moore and other state leaders announced a system that determines a person's cause of death is flawed.
The audit report's findings reveal significant discrepancies that demand our attention and response.
Independent forensic experts spent 4 years auditing death cases in Maryland between 2003 and 2019. Of the 1,300 in-custody deaths, the team narrowed in on 87 incidents that involved police restraint. Experts unanimously or mostly determined 41 of the cases should have been ruled a homicide. But instead, according to the report, the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner classified them as an accident, undetermined, or natural.
OCME was especially unlikely to classify a death as a homicide if the decedent was black or if they died after being restrained by police.
Which raises the possibility of racial and pro-police bias.
The cases were pulled from the time Dr. David Fowler was the chief medical examiner. It's because of him why the audit started in the first place. In 2021, Dr. Fowler testified in the trial against Derek Chauvin, the Minneapolis police officer convicted of killing George Floyd during a restraint. On the stand, he said Floyd's death should be classified as undetermined, citing the reason, excited delirium.
So it was the 450 members of the medical community as well as the world that saw that testimony and gasped. And you didn't have to be a medical professional, right, to be in disbelief of that testimony.
Officials stressed the review does not mean criminal liability.
I know this is the start of the conversation.
It shows room for improvement.
And not the end of it.
And Governor Wes Moore has signed an executive order today. He wants the Attorney General to work with local states' attorneys to review each case if they should be reopened for investigation. There's also going to be a task force to figure out ways to improve in-custody restrained death investigations. The Chief Medical Examiner's Office will also have to review the standards in determining a cause of death, among other recommendations. Simone?
Matthew, as you heard, as the governor just touched on, this is just the start of this conversation. Thank you.